As you start to get the hang of AdWords, you're going to want to test changes to your ads. Essentially, you'll want to try various tweaks, perhaps adding keywords, increasing bids, modifying placements, and so on. But changes can be risky, especially if your ads are already performing pretty well. However, tests are an important piece of any advertising process. If you're not testing, you're not improving. Now, with AdWords experiments, you take a little bit of the risk out. You can run your experiment on a small subset of the campaign traffic so you can first see if your ideas are performing better or worse. And this is a fantastic way to evaluate modifications before committing 100%, and it's a lot easier to see the data. Fortunately, AdWords has a really great way to handle experiments. You start by creating a draft of your campaign. And a draft is really just a way to mirror the campaign and then make changes to it without actually impacting your campaign's performance. Once you create a draft, you can make changes and then convert it to an experiment. The experiment will share your original campaign's traffic and budget, and it really lets you test those changes so you can make informed decisions on which tactics are going to give you a better return on your investment. Now, some things to keep in mind here is that you can only run one experiment per campaign at a time, and your experiment can include existing keywords, ads and ad groups, new keywords, or all of it. To set up your first experiment, you're going to select an existing campaign. Once you're in the campaign view, you'll select Drafts in the upper right-hand corner and choose Create New. We'll enter in a name for our draft, perhaps New Bid Strategy, and choose Create. Now we can make any changes that we'd like. Here I can go into keywords, and perhaps I can edit the bid for each keyword. You can also work in a different bid strategy, add new keywords, add negative keywords, and so on. Once you're happy with all the changes, you'll choose Apply in the upper right-hand corner. Here, you can either update your original campaign, which would apply all the changes you made to your existing campaign, or in this case, what we want to do is select the option next to Run an Experiment. From here, we'll choose Apply. We need to give this experiment a name, select a start date, as well as an end date if we'd like, and then we need to choose the split of our experiment. The fastest way to collect results is a 50-50 split, but if your experimental changes are risky or expensive, such as doubling your bid, you might want to have fewer auctions use your experiment. So you could set this to, say, 40%, do a 40-60 split, or 30%. Once you've identified your split, choose Create. After it runs for at least a day, you can come in and select that experiment. And along the top, you'll see the results between your two experiments. At that point, you'll have the option to select the campaign that you'd like to move forward with. In some cases, it might be your new experiment, and in others, it might be keeping the existing campaign the way it is.